Happy Monday. And we're starting off this Monday, what we call Easter Monday, which is Monday after Easter. We're starting off this Monday with a problem. What's the problem? We have put Jesus down, and now we don't know where he is. Now, this shouldn't surprise us because Jesus is the Son of God, the Father, who would never stay in the same place either. Throughout the stories of the Bible, one of the most remarkable things about God is that God is always walking around his creation. He is walking up and having dinner with Abraham. He is walking through the garden looking for Adam and Eve. He sits with Jacob in the middle of the desert, so much so that Jacob gets up and calls this place Bethel, house of God. God was in this place, and I didn't even know it. This God who walks around the world, this God who sees, this God who understands, this God who knows what's going on, this God who led the Hebrew children with fire by night and a pillar of cloud by day, this God who is always moving. I don't know what in the world we were thinking when we thought we could put him in a tomb and seal it, and that would hold him. No. Jesus is going to get up. Jesus is going to walk around. Why? Because he's still got work to do. Remember, back in the conversation with Zacchaeus, he told us, I have come to seek and save those who are lost. And so Jesus is still doing that. Now, we'll find out throughout all of the stories coming back that Jesus has been out walking with some friends on the way to Emmaus. There's a couple of guys. They run up on Jesus. They don't recognize him. Well, you can't blame them. Jesus is dead. Jesus is buried. Jesus is in the tomb. Maybe this guy looked like Jesus, but everybody knew Jesus was dead, so nobody's looking for him. They go walking. They start talking about what's happened. They explain it to Jesus. Jesus then preaches the whole Bible. That's what it says when he says he preached the law and the prophets. He went from Genesis all the way to Malachi, quoting the verses that prove that the Son of Man would have to suffer and have to die to be the Savior of the world. Why is it the last place you look for Jesus is where you are? Why is it that we're always thinking he's somewhere else? I know, you're like me. I grew up in Huntsville, Alabama. It was a pretty neat little city, but everything cool that was going on, well, it happened in Birmingham. All the great rock groups came to Birmingham. They wouldn't come to Huntsville. So if you wanted to see a great concert, you had to go to Birmingham because it was happening in Birmingham. Well, I graduated high school in Huntsville, moved to Birmingham, went to college there. Guess what? All the cool stuff was happening in Atlanta. And if you wanted to see a great rock group, if you wanted to see a great concert, well, you had to go to Atlanta. Nobody came to Birmingham anymore. I never seem to be in the cool place. I know you're thinking, if I want to get next to Jesus, I've got to be in a special holy place. I've got to be in somewhere in Israel. I've got to be in the front row of this church sanctuary. I've got to be in this place in this camp where I first met Jesus, and that's where I'll go. Jesus will be there, and we'll have this reconnection moment. Jesus is right where you are. The moment isn't holy. The place isn't holy because it was built holy. It becomes holy when Jesus shows up. So the road to Emmaus is just another dirt path until Jesus walks it. Now you pay big money to go to Jerusalem and walk that same path. Why? Jesus was here. Capernaum is a nothing little town. Jesus grew up there. Jesus lived there. Now we go. And wherever you are, whatever you're dealing with, the good news of Easter is that not even death will keep Jesus from getting to you. So he's come. Whether it is in the recliner in your living room, the couch, beside your bed where you kneel, wherever. When Jesus shows up, that's when it starts to be holy. The guys walking to Emmaus never thought to look for Jesus right where they were. Don't make the same mistake. I'll give you 60 seconds. Start looking for him now.